Hi and welcome to this instructional video. In this video we're going to be showing you how to claim your solar coins directly from the SolarCoin Foundation. It's worth noting that there are several affiliates available around the world, and if you look on the solarcoin.org website you'll find a community section where you can contact affiliates. There's no real benefit or difference between claiming directly or claiming through an affiliate, except affiliates can help you. They have expertise in things like documentation and submitting the claims. So if you don't feel confident to claim directly, please check out the affiliates because they're there to help you. But assuming you do wish to claim your solar coins directly from the SolarCoin Foundation, we're going to show you all the steps that you need to take today. And it's a fairly simple process. There's 3 basic steps. The first thing you need to do is go and gather your proof of generation documents. The SolarCoin Foundation needs to see evidence that your solar installation is in operation, and when it started, and the size, and those kinds of things. So it's important that you have some kind of documentation to back up your claim. You'll need to download a wallet from one of the sources that are available, and we'll talk through this a little bit more in a moment about the advantages and disadvantages of each. But essentially what you need to get is a wallet, and you need to get a SolarCoin address from that wallet. And a SolarCoin address is where the SolarCoin Foundation can actually send your solar coins to once you've claimed them. And the last thing you need to do once you've got your document and your address is to actually create the account on the SolarCoin website itself. And we'll go through that, and I'll do a live demonstration. So then documentation is probably the place where there will be most variability depending on where you live. Different nations have different schemes and structures around how solar plants are documented, so we need to look into this a little bit more. But there's some basic principles that are going to help you to make a successful claim. It really helps if the documents you submit are from a third-party official installer or grid operator, so either the people that put your solar plant in, or if you connected it to the grid, some kind of document from the grid to prove that that solar install actually exists and is generating energy. Those are critical pieces. This document must show the solar installation address. I'd also suggest it should show your name, but if it doesn't, also scan in along with this document perhaps a utility bill from your electric company that shows your name and address, and the same address as where your solar plant is. Would really help to process the claim. The document must show the solar installation size in either kilowatts or megawatts, and that's so that the SolarCoin Foundation know how much solar coin to actually send to you. And it must also show the date the system began generating energy. It's possible that the SolarCoin claim can be backdated, sometimes as far as 2010, so it's important that they can see when your plant actually began generating energy. So we saw earlier on that there are actually some different options in terms of wallets, and wallets are where you actually store your solar coins once they've been granted to you by the SolarCoin Foundation. So there's currently 3 options, but I imagine as time goes by and SolarCoin expands into a bigger and bigger program, there will probably be more wallet options. But let's just go through each one and talk through some of their features and benefits. So SolarCoin Core is the official SolarCoin wallet that you can get from www.solarcoin.org. Some of the nice things about that is that you can earn 2% interest by staking your coins. It's a little bit complicated to explain here. The process itself isn't really that hard to use, but essentially what that means is you can get your claim of solar coins from the SolarCoin Foundation for the energy that you generate, and by running the SolarCoin Core wallet you can actually get approximately 2% interest on top of your solar coins as well. So you get extra kickback by actually running the SolarCoin Core wallet. It's suitable for PC, Mac and Linux computers. Either desktop or laptop will be fine. It's a fairly lightweight application. It doesn't use a lot of resources, so even older equipment should be fine to run this. So It's really quite easy to use. Coinomi is another option. It's an Android wallet, and so it's mobile. It can go on your mobile phone, your Android phone, and it includes at least 80 other cryptocurrencies and coins. So if you have Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, you're already into cryptocurrencies, Coinomi could be a good option, a nice place to store your solar coins and to claim your solar coins too. The final option is Licor. It's actually available on Apple and Android, so again it's a mobile wallet. The nice thing about Licor, it's also an exchange, and it has exchange back to normal currency pairs like euros, Swiss francs, pounds, US dollars, Japanese yen. So it's a really good place if you want to buy some more solar coins, or if you want to sell some of your solar coins. You can do that all from within the mobile Licor wallet. And Licor also have quite a good support channel available as well, so that's a nice feature from them. So once you've chosen your wallet application, the one you prefer to use, the critical piece of information that you need to get from that wallet is your address. This on the screen is a view of the SolarCoin core wallet that you can have on your desktop or laptop computer, and you can see the address there highlighted in blue. You'll recognize SolarCoin addresses because they always start with the number 8, and they'll have a long string of letters and numbers behind them. So once you've found your SolarCoin address, you can move on to the next stage of the process. And that last stage of the process is actually going onto the solarcoin.org and registering your claim. So what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to take you through that live, and I'm going to demonstrate to you how that works. So this is the solarcoin.org website. So what we need to do is go to the login and register area. Now if you've never claimed before, and you probably haven't, you'll need to create a new account, fill in your email address and create yourself a username, and submit this through the captcha, and it will send you an email where you can validate yourself and create an account. That's a fairly straightforward standard process, so I'm not going to cover it in this video. So assuming you've been able to create your basic account, if you log in with your credentials, I'll just go complete the captcha, and this is your main page where you can submit all your details to the SolarCoin Foundation. So you've got an account page where you can change details about your account, you change your password, etc. And then we've got some other areas over here where we can do certain functions, but the main one we're going to look at now is add the solar facility, and this is where you're actually going to complete your claim for solar coins. The facility identifier is just your name for your solar install, so use something that makes sense for you, especially if you have multiple solar plants that you're going to try and claim for. This will help you to keep track of which ones you've done already. And then complete your first name and your last name. Your email address will come from your account already, but you can change it here if you'd like. And this will be where the SolarCoin Foundation send emails to contact you. And then if we put in your street address and your city, and if you have a state or province or region, and then complete your zip code or your postal code, and then select your country, and this information must all match your documentation. And the next thing you need to complete is the nameplate capacity of your system. So if we go back and look at the document we had earlier, our example document, this is where we need to start referring. We can see our total install capacity is 3.9 kilowatts. So in here we put 3.9, and the commissioning date or the installation date was the 6th of November 2014. So we come here, put the 6th of November 2014, and then the next thing we need to do is actually upload that document as our evidence, and that's why all the details need to match. Now there is a link here to a website of the solar facility. If you have a web monitoring link for your solar facility, you can optionally enter it here, and I would encourage you to do so if you have one. Note this does become required for installations of more than 100 kilowatts. The SolarCoin Foundation do actually want to be able to see your install. So, you could put now, if there are login credentials, then you could actually add them in here, so that the foundation can actually be able to log into the link that you've provided. The last piece of information you need to submit is your address, which we got from our wallet earlier. Remember, we were looking at our core wallet and we found an address. And this is the basic everything you need for the install. There's one option, which is if somebody helped you or advised you to register with SolarCoin or referred you, you can actually give them a little thank you by putting their email address, and if they give you their SolarCoin wallet address, they will actually get a little amount of SolarCoin for helping you register to the platform. And the last piece is release information, which is completely optional. Would you like to allow your information to be used by the SolarCoin Foundation? But if you don't want to do that, it's totally optional. Just click on save. You can see now my Scalextric's rooftop install is available. I can edit the details if I want to, if I think I've made a mistake, or I can delete it. You can see I've actually done several here now. There are different facilities which I've named slightly differently, and if I go and look at my list of registered facilities, you'll see I've actually got 2 here. So you can submit multiple installations on the same page. If you click into these, you can select which one you want to edit, but that's pretty much it. Once you've completed this, you can log out, and that's it. The tutorial is done. Thank you very much for listening.